mind when it comes time to buy a property. When it comes time for them to list their property, they're going to be thinking of you first, because you're not only their realtor, their real estate pro, you're also their trusted advisor. Okay. And the same thing goes for the mortgage end. You know, you don't want to just do business with a bank that you fill out an application, you get a mortgage, and that's it. Yes, that works, but there's so much more to it than that. The average homeowner finances real estate 8 times during their life. Okay, that's 8 different mortgages that the average person will get during their lifetime. So it's not only about buying and selling a property, it's about managing the equity in that property, taking advantage of opportunities to build wealth like we're talking about. So it doesn't matter if it's me or somebody else that you've worked with before. I guess the point is you want to make sure you've got a trusted advisor that's advising you, that you can call, that you can email, that you can have this ongoing communication with to help manage your real estate, your mortgage, and your finances on an ongoing basis. So something that I've done is just in the last year, I've started using a program called Homebot, and I'll show you guys Homebot in a second because it's a free program for homeowners. You just have to get sponsored in by somebody like myself or a real estate agent. And I have myself 1,000 licenses for Homebot to give away, and I've only given out like 300 of them. So I have a lot more licenses. But what Homebot does is it takes this trusted advisor role to another level, and real estate agents can use Homebot as well as lenders. So what Homebot does is it will automatically monitor your situation as a homeowner every single month. Okay, and it will alert you of opportunities that you might have to cash out equity, to build wealth through real estate, to lower your mortgage interest rate, lower your payments. And I'll show you an example here in a minute. But Homebot's been a huge win for me and my clients. And, you know, you don't have to get it, but it's free. And if you're somebody that this is of interest with, if the things that I'm talking about are going to resonate with you, then I would recommend you sign up for Homebot. And I'll give you a link here in a minute to where you can do that. And as a real estate professional, it will allow you to load your database of real estate property owners and prospects into Homebot, and it will monitor their real estate every single month for equity opportunities, opportunities to buy new properties, cash out equity, all the other stuff we're talking about here. So it really allows you to take that role of trusted advisor. There's literally no work for the professional except to set it up and get your clients loaded in. And there's also a home buying module. So if somebody's interested in buying property, it links up with, you know, property listings and all that. So people can search, much like Realtor.com or Zillow or any of the other listing aggregators. Homebot has its own property database that aggregates through all those. It brings in properties from all over. So if somebody says that they're looking to buy a property for a certain price range, it can send them out listings on an ongoing basis, much like, you know, a lot of other software can do, okay? So this is the link to sign up, and I'm sure we'll send this out here at the end so everybody has access to it. But there is going to be a link that Sophia can get out to everybody here that you can go to sign up for free. There's absolutely no cost at all to the consumer, to the homeowner. There's no solicitation. You get an email once a month just telling you what your estimated value of your property is and what real estate opportunities that you might have. There's nobody calling you. There's no ongoing emails or anything. It's just a once a month email directly from Homebot to keep you abreast of these opportunities. So I want to show you guys what Homebot looks like. Now it's a lot more than this, but these are kind of the main things that I want you to see. So when you get your Homebot link in your email, it's going to say, you know, we have an updated value for your property. And this is just a random client that I pulled up through my Homebot software just a few minutes before the presentation. So with this client, their estimated home value is $223,000. Now you can see it goes back over 2 years and it tracks the value of your property. Okay, so it's really valuable from that standpoint as well. If you've done improvements or you've done other things to the property, you can click tune value and you can tell it what enhancements or changes you made to the property and it will update the value. It also takes your current mortgage balance and subtracts that from the value, and then it'll show you what your net worth is. Okay, now Grace, I have a question here from you, so go ahead and you can go ahead and ask.
Yes, I'm just wondering, the only thing I see here on the screen is still the article. Were you showing something else? Am I the only
Okay,
one who can see it?
yeah, hang on here. Let me see if I can get this. Okay, can you see that now?
Oh, now we can. Okay.
Oh, much.
Okay.
Thank you for that, Grace.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Thank you for that. So this is just, again, it's an example of what a Homebot report looks like for a client of mine that I had just pulled up before tonight's presentation. So it shows them, you know, the value of their home going back several years. They can tune the value of their home. They can ask for an instant offer if they want to sell it. They can give more details on their housing, the housing market they're in, and it gives them an estimate of what the net worth of the home is to them. Now, every consumer is different. So it takes it a step further, and it lets them know that they have enough equity in their home that they could set up an emergency fund or a safety net fund, and they could cash out about $38,000. Now, a normal consumer would have no idea of how much money they had available to cash out in equity without a tool like this or asking a mortgage professional. Also, right now, you know, forbearance is a big thing with people losing jobs and not having enough money to pay. So they've got information you can click there for pros and cons on mortgage payment relief. And then with this particular client, you know, if they've got a tight budget, they could refinance and drop their payment by up to $350 a month. Now, this is without a credit check, without any information except their name, their address, and their, you know, their email. Okay, and it pulls all this information from public record, and it aggregates information on mortgage rates and all that from lenders all over the country to give people an idea of what opportunities they might qualify for. And then it also shows them information on their current mortgage. You know, this client refinanced back in December of 2018, so they haven't paid that much on their mortgage yet. They've paid about $6,100 towards principal and $6,400 towards interest. But it helps them just to keep up on what's going on, you know, on an ongoing basis. Now, there's a lot more to Homebot than this, but for the purpose of tonight's presentation and showing you guys, you know, the type of opportunities that are available, again, this is completely free to a consumer. So, Grace, you're a real estate agent, I believe, correct? Okay.
yes.
So with you being a real estate agent, of course, your job is to buy and sell homes for people, without a doubt. But at the same point, you're the real estate advisor, you know, and if you're plugged in with Homebot and you can plug your clients in, this is information that you can share with them compliantly, okay, so that you're not only their real estate pro, but you're also showing them how to build wealth and how to show them, hey, there might be more than you can do with your property while you're living in it, like these mortgage opportunities that we're talking about. And of course, the Homebot report is co-sponsored, so it's sponsored by like a realtor as well as a mortgage lender. So it's completely compliant where, you know, if it's real estate advice, it's through the real estate pro. If it's mortgage things, it's based on, you know, the mortgage lender and their licensing and all that. So it's 100% compliant. I do not work for Homebot. I have no affiliation with them whatsoever. This is just something that I've been using for about a year, and it has been absolutely a game changer for me. And I know that any real estate professionals out there that are using it, it's the same thing. There's also a home buying module, like I said, but that's a completely separate module that people can, you know, you can watch their information of what type of properties they're looking for. You can put in if they're pre-approved, how much they're pre-approved for, and it can help show them what properties that might be of interest, and it sends them an ongoing report much like this as well. So before I get to the questions, like I said, I didn't want to keep this too long. I know everyone's busy. If the information that I'm giving you is valuable, I'm out there all over social media. I put out videos every week about home buying, about credit, about mortgages, interest rates, all this stuff. These are all my social media channels where you guys can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, any of that. Okay, and again, Sophia can send out to everyone after tonight's call all the information of where you guys can, of course, get in contact with me if you wish. So with that being said, you know, hopefully I've given you some good value here. And at this point, we can go ahead and open it up for any questions that you guys might have.
So Robert, we have 3 homeowners here that are close dear friends to ours. We have Maria, Diego, and Sofia and Will. And we have